Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to discuss the topic Union Budget 2026. So what was announced, what it actually means, and how it will affect you as a common citizen of India. Every year we hear people say fiscal deficit, capital expenditure, and growth push, but very few actually explain this topic in simple terms. So, in this video, first of all, I'll break down what the Union Budget 2026 is, point by point, without any jargon. And by the end, you'll clearly understand whom it benefits, whom it doesn't, and in what direction India's economy is heading in. So, make sure you watch till the end. And if you find this useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's begin. So, first, a quick refresher. The Union Budget is the annual financial plan of the Government of India. It tells us how much money the government expects to earn and how much it plans to spend. The Budget 2026 covers the financial year from April 2026 to March 2027. It was presented by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on 1st February 2026 in Parliament. So now let's move to the big picture. So, the central theme of the 2026 budget is growth with discipline. This budget is not about flashy giveaways. Instead, the government focused on long term economic growth, infrastructure development, manufacturing, and self reliance, and keeping the fiscal deficit under control. So basically, in simple words, the government wants the economy to grow without overspending irresponsibly. Now, let's break this down sector by sector. One of the biggest highlights of Budget 2026 has been infrastructure spending. Once again, the government has increased capital expenditure, which means spending on roads, railways, ports, airports, freight corridors, and urban infrastructure. But why is this important? Because infrastructure spending creates jobs, boosts private investment, improves logistics, and strengthens long term growth. Special focus areas include railways modernization, freight and logistic corridors, urban transport systems, and green infrastructure. This clearly shows that the government is betting on build now, grow later. Another major focus is manufacturing. The budget strengthens Make in India, production linked incentive schemes, electronics and semiconductor manufacturing, critical minerals, and rare earth supply chains. The idea is simple. India does not want to just consume products, it wants to manufacture them. This is especially important to reduce dependence on imports, create skilled jobs, and make India a global manufacturing hub. For young people and engineers, this is a long term opportunity signal. Now, let's come to the most asked question. Did income tax slabs change? The short answer is no major slab overhauls for most taxpayers. Government largely maintained the existing structure with minor rationalizations and compliance related changes. Why no big tax cuts? Because the government chose stability over populism, investment over giveaways. However, the focus remains on simplifying tax compliance, encouraging digital filing, and widening the tax base. So, while you may not see instant relief, the intent is to build a predictable tax system. Now, an important but boring sounding term: fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit means how much money the government borrows when its spending is more than its income. In Budget 2026, the government continues its gradual path of fiscal consolidation. Now, this is very important because the lower the deficit, the stronger the economy, and the lower the inflation pressure and more confidence for investors. Now, global agencies have described this budget as practical and cautious rather than dramatic, and honestly, that is not a bad thing. The budget also increased allocations for healthcare, education, rural development, and local governance bodies. The focus is on improving service delivery, strengthening primary healthcare, skilling, and education outcomes. Instead of launching brand new schemes, the government focused on improving existing ones. This shows a shift from announcement driven policy to execution driven policy. So, how should we see the budget 2026? The budget is not about instant happiness. The budget is about long term planning. If you were expecting free money, election style giveaways, or massive tax cuts, you might feel disappointed. But if you look at infrastructure, manufacturing, fiscal discipline, and economic stability, then this budget sends a clear message. India is planning for the next decade, not the next headline. So, that was a simple and honest explanation of the Union Budget 2026. If you found this video helpful, like, share it with friends, and subscribe for more such explainers. Comment down below what did you like or dislike about the budget 2026. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.